A lot of talk for a while about the Wisconsin men's basketball schedule and how there were some very, very difficult games toward the end of the regular season. They continue to navigate through the end of the Big Ten Conference regular season, and this past week they played some of the best teams, not just in the league, but in the country against the Michigan Wolverines and the Iowa Hawkeyes. For the first time this season, the Badgers have dropped back-to-back games. Still some time to get some things straightened out heading into postseason play, but we'll recap the week that was. We'll also take a look around the athletic department. The top 5 Badger men's hockey team with a home series against Notre Dame, and the top-ranked volleyball team on the road at Michigan State. All of that coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
Micah Potter in there for Nate Reavers, by the way. Potter with the ball right side. He'll try to match it. 3 straight on, straight in for Micah Potter. Potter with 6, make that 7 in the first half. Trice against Bohannon. Dimitri pounds the dribble. Ball screen, Potter. Trice floats out to the right side now against Frederick. Inside feed. Potter catches low on the left, up and in. Micah Potter pulls the Badgers to within 9. 31-22 Iowa. 2:45 left in the first half. Shot clock at 8. Trice surveys the defense. Left-hand hip-high dribble. Trice with 5 to shoot. Kills the dribble. Needs help. Finds Davis. Open 3. Right corner. Got it. Jonathan Davis with the shot clock winding down. 31-25 Iowa. 1:40 left in the first half. The ball screen from Potter. A throw to Micah. Hands it back to Trice. Right side. Dimitri pulls up. Darts it to Potter. Slam dunk. Micah Potter sends it down. Badgers within 11. Dreams trading empty possessions. Trice finds 4. Now to Davison. Left corner 3. Got it. Brad Davison, his second 3. 43-35 Iowa. Trice covered up by Bohannon high on the left. Hooks a pass to Ford. Fakes the 3. Steps. Takes the 3. Good. A 3-point hit for Aleem Ford, and the Badgers are within 5. Davis on the left wing. Throws to Reavers, top of the circle. Shot fake. Got Nunji up. Inside the left elbow. Reavers shooting, hitting. Good work from Nate Reavers. 47-41 Iowa with 11 minutes and 5 seconds to play. Nunji out on Trice. Small versus a big. Dimitri trying to go to work. Right lane line up right hand. Good off the glass. Trice on the attack. 47-43 Iowa. 6-point lead for Iowa. 9:25 to play. Davis gets a steal. They wanted to hand off to Wieskamp. Here's Jonathan. Almost overran the dribble. Stops right of the lane. They kick it to Davison. Open 3. Left of the circle. Book it. Badgers off the turnover. Get a triple. 49-46 Iowa with 9:10 to play.
You can't feel sorry for yourself because then it's just going to get worse. You know, it's something we talked about, and we just got to stay positive with everything. It's not going to be your night sometimes, and sometimes you're not going to shoot well. But you know what? Shoot, we got it back within 4. You know, basketball is a game of runs. You're going to go through some slumps in the game, but then you'll get hot at some points. I think Brad hit like 3 straight or something like that, and I think I hit 1 or something, whatever it was. So it's a game of runs. So you got to make sure that, you know, you're just staying positive and shooting the next shot and staying confident. You know, it's part of the game, and you know, it's moving forward. We got to continue to be better. We've been working on it in practice, our shooting and all those kinds of things. And it's just one of those things where you just stay positive and stay confident.
5 to shoot. Trice off the wing. Hanging. Beats Potter. Down the lane. Slam dunk. Counted. And a foul.
Badgers move from the field house to the Final 4.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. Kendrick Pryor.
Oh! Weisbach open.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
When you've been injured, you need the hometown team on your side. Trust us to get you back in the game. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Loftus, proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com.
Some see a grilled cheese sandwich and ask why. I see a new kitchen with a grill and ask, why not?
I really need to start adding less to cart and more to savings.
Sitting on this couch so long made me want to make some changes, starting with this couch.
Yeah, I need a house with a different view. And this is the bank that will help you do it all. Because at U.S. Bank, our people are dedicated to turning your new inspiration into your next pursuit.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Injured? You need a team you can trust. Call Gruber Law Offices today, serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
Left of the circle. Aleem out of Brad. Open three. Straight on. Money. Brad Davison heating up. 58-52 Iowa. Down to 7 minutes remaining.
All of us are dealing with it in one form or the other, just adjusting to life in the middle of a pandemic. And I know we've talked about it before, but it's worth bringing up again as the Badgers and all of college basketball pressing through the month of February, the stretch drive of the regular season with postseason play not all that far away as we have our weekly chat with head coach Greg Gard. I know in a pregame show a few days ago, we talked about, Greg, how you've changed the routine a little bit when you're playing a team the second time around. You certainly prepare for them, try to make corrections game one to game two. But it's maybe a little bit more scrimmage action, not just rotation versus scout. You want to try to mix things up a little bit during the course of a practice.
Yeah, I think, Matt, anytime you get into, this time of year, it's more about ourselves probably than it is about an opponent specifically, because there's probably not anything that you can do with five guys that we haven't seen or had run against us. So just that, and also trying to break up some of the monotony sometimes that sets in this time of year, specifically this year with all the other parameters that are in place around the COVID environment. So just whether it's 20, what we call 20-point games, which are, short, points are rewarded on doing positive things for your team, drawing fouls, not turning the ball over, etc. There's a list of things that how we score at that, different shooting drills, different, just again to shake it up a little bit, because normally this time of year we're, at a bowling alley, doing laser tag, doing something that is team oriented, but yet different and out of the everyday practice for, an hour and 10 minutes, an hour 15, whatever it is. Obviously things you try to shorten things this time of year as much as you can, but also just try to keep, a little bit of just a breath of fresh air, so to speak, in a time when there's not many breaths of fresh air, given what these guys have to go through every day.
I've always thought some of the charm of Badger teams, one, you guys have been really good in most years, but there's been a goofiness to the team that even those on the outside can get a glimpse of. If it's Kaminsky, it's Frank being Frank, or Benny Brust being Ben. It's probably a little bit harder now. I know Carter Higginbottom has a lot of personality to him, and you have some other guys as well, but that's a tough thing. You just touched on it. You'd normally be bowling or doing something goofy, and that's just kind of hard to do these days.
It is. I mean, it's the environment we're in, and we have to stay within the protocols and guidelines. It, unfortunately for these guys, this whole stretch, this whole pandemic has taken a lot of the normalcy out, obviously, with crowds and interaction with families, all the things that a normal college basketball season would bring. And quite frankly, it's taken a lot of the fun out of it. So it is what it is. Everybody's going through it. You have to try to find the best way to manage it with your group and build from it and take advantage of the opportunities you do have. Obviously, we're, appreciative to be able to play. But some of those other things that normally, like I said, give us a little break every now and then aren't as feasible or aren't as applicable to today's world.
I always think about some of these, the games, if it's in Michigan or in Iowa, you've got Illinois later in the month. Those are the games where the fans, you'd really know it, right? I mean, in a cold winter day, a cold winter night, the place would be electric. We had Brad Davison on here recently, and he talked about just having his parents there and what that means. They can, if nothing else, he can look up, they can make eye contact, and it's a thumbs up or get your chin up, all that stuff, even from many feet away, it just helps when those guys can have mom and dad.
It does. It does. I think that was a big, a boost, albeit obviously, as you mentioned, from a long ways away, and to be able to have, parents here as we started Big Ten play, or around the time we started Big Ten play. And, it's not the same, obviously, as having 17,000 in. But I think those things you take for granted. I think that's one thing you've learned through this, is that there's a lot of things that have been taken away, so to speak, that you wouldn't think twice about. But now all of a sudden, and we don't have anybody in here. We for the most part of the season, we didn't have, even parents weren't allowed in. So that specifically for our players, because the ages they're at, that's an experience that, the freshmen don't know any different. I feel really bad for them because they've had to walk into this, but our older guys too. We got a lot of guys, it's the last lap around the track, and to have, that experience not be attainable has been a little harder to walk through. But fortunately, like I said, we've got the parents in, and they're able to at least see them from afar.
Can coaches, you guys compete against each other in the Big Ten, so maybe it's either within the conference or outside the conference. Can you guys just have conversations amongst, fellow coaches about if it's just something you want to get off your chest, or like, okay, what are you guys doing? Is there something, an idea that we can borrow here? Does that happen?
Yeah, I think we're all going through the same thing to our own degree, obviously. But we've all, even before we got this deep into the season, foresaw what this was, the challenges this was going to present. And everybody, I think, obviously each school handles a little differently in terms of, some are allowing just a handful of fans in. Maybe you see different places around the country that are allowing a few more fans in based on geographic location and things like that. But I think most part in our league, we're pretty much all the same, but we've all faced the same similar, challenges of the things we've just talked about.
There's a carrot out there, obviously, as you hit the stretch drive of the regular season. There's, the conference tournament, and then beyond that, if nothing else, that what I would imagine get the juices going with these guys, because it's got to be ridiculously hard to keep the intensity day in and day out. But you guys all know this. Whatever has happened before, good or bad, that can be forgotten. They can still write a pretty good story here, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you look at the league that we're playing in, and I just saw the updated rankings. I mean, we got 3 in the top 5 and 2 number ones, and a third knocking on the door to be a number 1. So, yeah, I mean, our league is not for the faint of heart. So there's not any get well games as we've seen around the league, not only the ones we played in, but just look from across the other 13 teams. So, that's the exciting part of our league, that there's going to be a boatload of us in the NCAA tournament, maybe as many as ever. But we still got a long ways to go yet. 5 games is a lot to play, and there's going to be a lot of shuffling of things, and then you get, as you mentioned, conference tournament and postseason play, and I think that's because it didn't happen last year, and that's the one thing that I think these guys, albeit, will be extremely different when it does happen this year. Hopefully, it all walks forward and it happens, because obviously that was a gut punch last year for these guys not to have that opportunity to play in the postseason, and I know when that time comes this year, they'll look forward to it.
Yeah, fingers crossed for all of those guys, the Badgers and players all across the country. They get a chance to live that dream of being part of the NCAA tournament. Stay with us. We'll have more to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
Get ready for more. Introducing Hyvee Plus. Get a Hyvee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Red Line hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hyvee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon, and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for getting us through a very, very difficult time. Your support financially, as well as your support of our teams. So I want to thank you. We are planning to have our fans back in the stands. Really don't know how many people we'll have in the stadium, but we do know we have a great schedule. We're really looking forward to getting people back in the stands. Season tickets will be going on sale, and the annual fund information will be coming out soon. You're part of our Badger team, every one of you. I can't wait to see you back in the stadium supporting our Badgers. From all of us here in the department, thank you for all your support.
Chivita, transfer from Wichita State. Sends it to the left back on that serve. Cullen sets it up to the right. Here's a swing by Johnson, stopped by the Badgers defense. Now Brown over on the left side, touched the block. Chivita, pancake save. High setup for Loberg near the net. It's tapped and it's pushed back over to Wisconsin. Loberg, this time she'll send an off-speed shot down the right sideline of MSU. They grab it. Bumps that over to Johnson. Soft tap over the block. Underneath it, Barnes. Wisconsin attacks right side. And who else? A red key rocket. Dana gets the point for Wisconsin. And the Badgers are 5 points away from an opening set victory. Here's Chivita. Into serve for the Badgers. Toss into the air. And lines an ace off the back row. Right off of Gibbs, the 5'4 junior. And Chivita makes it 4-2. 4-point lead for Wisconsin. They led by as many as 6 in the first set, won by 5. Nets moving. Here's a tap over on the right side by MSU. Wisconsin grabs it. Demps winds up. She's going to have an up. Yep, there's Shea Demps. Diving off to her right was Cox in the back row trying to grab that one. Coming up empty. It's 8-3 Wisconsin here in set number 2. Grace now has 6 kills. And there's an ace for Wisconsin's Deanna Kraft. And now the Badgers lead at 17-6 in the second. Deanna Kraft starting in Haggerty's place and now out of system. A free ball coming to Wisconsin. Badgers attack from the right side. It deflects off the block. It deflects off the net. And it's down to the floor. It's a kill for Wisconsin's Devin Robinson. 23-9 Wisconsin cruising in the second set. Here's Cullen setting to the middle. Blocked by the Badgers. Gross got stuffed. And there's Redke standing above everyone to get that one for the Badgers. Match point for the Badgers. Here's Hilly with the serve. It's tight near the net. It's down, and it's going to be a winner for Wisconsin. I think it'll count as an ace there from Sydney Hilly, and the Badgers end up with a sweep on the road against Michigan State. No Molly Haggerty for Wisconsin today. No issues for the Badgers. 25-20 in the first, 25-9 in the second, 25-13 in the third, and the top-ranked Wisconsin Badgers are now 9-0 to start off this 2021 spring season.
If we build this, all the legendary players will magically appear, and we'll have sports again. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college.
Sports are back.
My wife wants to build a college.
And not a moment too soon.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Helping up to Gorniak now. Drops it off to St. Foul. Looking backside. Wide open. Lindmark scores. The Badgers' fourth line comes through and cuts Notre Dame's lead in half. One of the penalty killers, Lansdale, lost his stick, goes to retrieve it. Now Caulfield with it. He shoots it. Score! Caulfield with an absolute bullet. Power play Here's a set of Caulfield with it, backpedaling and shooting one, but Kurman got in the way. Loose puck picked up, and Weisbach scores! Linus Weisbach's 100th career point is a go-ahead goal. 3-2 Wisconsin.
The puck was bouncing around in the slot there, and I think he got a shot off first and kind of got the rebound. And I saw that I was pretty open back behind him, so I tried to yell for it, and I think he heard me. And I think he just kind of threw it back there, but he definitely saw me, so that was a great look by him. And it kind of opened the net, so it was nice.
35 seconds left. 3-2 Wisconsin. And then Pelton Bice just took a stick up high, nothing called. Puck comes free. Caulfield will let Pelton Bice pick it up. Weisbach with it now at the center circle, and he hits the empty net. And the Badgers rally from 2 goals down and will beat Notre Dame here tonight.
You know, between the first period tonight, you know, whether we're winning, 2 or 3-0 or down 2-0, I don't think the spirit in the room would have been any different. I think that's what has been really impressive about this group is, you know, they go about their business. They have confidence in one another. They don't play the scoreboard. They play the game. They play their next shifts. They get ready for their next opportunity to help their team.
Speed into the offensive zone. Deshaun picks it up now. Pass handcuffed. Pelton Bice, but still snapped one off, and he scored. No, he's back on his back. The puck's still loose. Holloway looking for it. Shows Pelton Bice, and he scores! Second try for Ty Pelton Bice. And now we've got a scrum that Pelton Bice is trying to pull a man off of Cole Caulfield. Run it down to the near side wall. The power play time is expired. Notre Dame kills this one off, but the Badgers have the puck in front. Oh, a shot stopped by St. Cyr. Rebounding, scores! Roman Deshaun! Just as Notre Dame had come back to full strength. Go-ahead goal. It's 2-1. Shot. Oh, he got through and a right pad save made by St. Cyr. Now Pelton tied by his 2 goals. He scores! Oh, what a look by Pelton Bice to Caulfield, right circle. 20.8 seconds left in the period, and the Badgers take a 3-1 lead.
Make it a big part of my game to know where everyone is on the ice, especially with those two plays you're referring to. It has a large part to do with communication. Both of them, I heard both those guys yelling for it. It makes it a lot easier. You know, guys are coming to the back saying I have eyes in the back of my head, but it's just because those guys are yelling in my ear and I can hear where they are and just try to fire it over to them. So, you know, just that communication makes it a whole lot easier.
Pelton Bice, right wing Weisbach. Weisbach finds Caulfield, steps in, back to Weisbach, and he scores! Oh, was that beautifully done? The top line in college hockey converts and gives Wisconsin a 1-goal lead, and what a weekend for Linus Weisbach. And the faceoff one, and the Badgers score! Pelton Bice immediately off the draw. Fired it past St. Cyr. 5 apiece. Ty Pelton Bice. 2 goals, 4 points for the senior from Madison. 1 by Holloway, and Pelton Bice just rocketed it that past St. Cyr.
Some see a grilled cheese sandwich and ask why. I see a new kitchen with a grill and ask why not.
I really need to start adding less to cart and more to savings.
Sitting on this couch so long made me want to make some changes, starting with this couch.
Yeah, I need a house with a different view. And this is the bank that will help you do it all. Because at U.S. Bank, our people are dedicated to turning your new inspiration into your next pursuit.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
After a Sunday night game at Northwestern, the Badgers will have a few days to rest, recover, and get ready for the final home game of the season coming up Saturday at the Kohl Center against the Illinois Fighting Illini. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Get ready for more. Introducing Hyvee Plus. Get a Hyvee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Red Line hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hyvee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
Compeer Financial has always been there for our clients and communities in any situation. And our support continues today as our clients work relentlessly to feed, clothe, and fuel the world. Compeer is proud to continue our strong commitment to our clients, the rural communities where they live, and to agriculture. We're here to help meet the financial needs of rural America. And we'll navigate through this together.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.